Hello folks and welcome back to part 19 of my Minecraft survival save. Today is an exploration day. As you can see from this map wall behind me, we haven't got much of a map wall. We very much just have this one map that has a tiny little bit explored up there. That's where the pillager outpost is and the second village that's up there. So we kind of know that desert continues that way for a little while. And then we've got the tiniest little section of this map here filled in. It's so close to home, and I think this is actually where our world spawn was, because it's sort of behind the house that way, and I think that's the way we came in. So the plan is we are going to be heading over there and starting to fill in some more of this map. I want to see if this continent continues and what more we've got over in that direction. But first we need to have a little bit of a sleep, because somehow every time I start these videos, it's night time and we have to have a little bit of a sleep. And as you can see, I've got a load of levels to use as well, because we've been using the XP farm that we built in the last episode to level ourselves up. So we are still looking, or what are we looking for? I think the armor is all pretty much where we'd want it to be now. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more. I guess some unbreaking on the boots would be nice. We get unbreaking 3 on the boots, but we've already got mending on them, so it's not essential. The sword is looking pretty good. We've now got a fortune pickaxe and a silk touch pickaxe. Unbreaking again on the silk touch would be quite handy. We've fixed up our bow, so the bow is looking good. The shovel, even the shovel's not looking disastrous. We're probably just going to be looking to fill books. We're kind of at that point. We've now got all these levels to use. Efficiency 4. I mean, we could make that an efficiency 5 shovel. What could we get on a book? Power 4. We've already got power 5. So we'll take that on the shovel, and then we could potentially combine those two, get an efficiency 5 shovel. Then we've still got levels to use. So impaling 4, we don't really want. I'm just going to take the feather fall in 1 book just to roll us over into the next one. Impaling, we still don't really want. Tell me this is going to change. We're now down to 32 levels. Knockback. Do we want knockback? We don't really want knockback. Are you really not going to give me anything good? We want something really good. We've got 2 more chances for a top level enchantment. Fire aspect. Is that the one that you use on a bow or on a sword? Either way, we don't have it. I suppose we could take it. See what we can use it on. So fire aspect, what do you work on? Are you on a sword? You are. So that could then become a sword that sets fire to stuff. Do I want that? I don't know that I really want that. I kind of wanted fire on my bow, and that's obviously the other one. My worry about having a sword that sets fire to things is I'm going to end up on fire. What I think I might just do is put the efficiency on here to make this efficiency 5. That upgrades that shovel, brings us down to 20 levels. That will do for now. We'll just unenchant these books. We don't need any of this dross. We'll just take these levels back, and then the last thing we need to do before heading out on our adventure, we just need to duplicate our map so that we will just pop this book down here. In fact, do we have unbreaking on any of these? No. All right, we're just gonna head upstairs very quickly. Where's the map wall? Map wall, map wall, map wall. We just want to whack this down, get a duplicate of that map so that we have one for on the wall as well. Get that into my other hand. There we go. So let's take a duplicate of that. One for me, one for the wall. So that'll update itself as we go. We're going to take the cartography table with us just in case we end up on a really big adventure. But now we've got a silk touch pickaxe, and we can actually put it in the ender chest, because we have a spare ender chest that we're going to take with us. So any of these extra bits that we're probably not going to need on our journey but are handy to have, I mean, I guess we can keep those 2 out for now. We can put in there. Then we've got an ender chest with us to use on the way. So let's get these maps equipped. So we'll just use this one very quickly to make sure we head. Oh, do we have a bed in the ender chest? The bed might be. We do have a bed. Excellent. Right. We are heading this way, and almost immediately we're going to have to switch over to this other map, but that's fine. Because the idea is we get out there and fill us in. I'm a little bit disappointed. It's taken nearly 20 episodes for me to effectively have a look in the field behind my house, which is kind of what we're doing here. It has taken far too long because there might be something really cool down here. I think the reason I've not really done it so far is because I'm pretty sure this is where world spawn is, and we've already walked through all of it and kind of rejected it. Not through all of it, we've walked through some of it and kind of rejected it as land we didn't want to build our base on. Kind of walked through it and got to base and decided the base was the most interesting area nearby. Are you actually serious? Did we know that was there? I'm now questioning everything. I mean, I guess we'll know for sure based on whether or not I've raided the village and taken all the stuff that's in there. But I mean, that's our trading village with the wall just there. How have we not? We can see that. Right, hold on. We can see the other village from this one. How have I not looked onto the horizon ever and seen another village over here? And you see that village? Yeah, really clearly. How have I never looked at this the other way round? And I don't understand. Right. Let's see if we've ransacked this place. There's so many cats here. We might have to go back for fish. This feels like a very easy cat journey that we could take at some point. Right, let's see what's in this house. Have you got anything for me? No. That suggests we might have passed through here on the way and for whatever reason rejected it and decided the other village was the priority. It looks like I've taken all the chests as well, so maybe we did come through this way. And it's now been so long. How you doing? It's now been so long that I've just forgotten. I think that's what I'm going to tell myself, because the chests are gone. It's not even that there's nothing in the chests. Early game Kev has had the chests, taken them with him, and never looked back. There's a load of wheat here, though. We can have that at some point when we run out. Anything more? No, nothing. Right, all we need to do then, whack up a banner so we remember it's here, because obviously we've been here before and I've completely forgotten, and that is very easily done. So let's where should we put this? On this tree, maybe. Put a banner up there, and then with the map, mark that on there. Has that done that? It has. Excellent. Right, where is Silky? Put this away and then carry on our journey. Well, I was definitely not expecting a village right behind my house. When we're back at base and we've got the map wall up and running again, we'll see just how close we are. The base that we've built is kind of very close to villages in 3 different directions, because there was another one we found the last time we went exploring as well. So it really is a perfectly located village. If I wasn't right at the start of my adventure, I'd go and get a cat now with some of these fish. But I mean, this is my river. This is the river I fish in. It's that ridiculous. What I'll do though is I'll just nip out at some point and just grab a cat. Now I know they're there. Why on earth not? I've just realised I've not got my headphones on. I wondered why I couldn't hear anything that was going on in the game. That's why. Hopefully the game sound is on and you can hear it. Is game sound on? Yeah, game sound is on. Excellent. Right. Let's continue. So we're going to fill up this side of the map first. See what I can get up this hill without getting really lost. See if we can find anything else exciting up here. See, we're now facing back towards the other map. I keep getting how do I get turned around like this? I was heading back towards my own house there, I think. Right, here we go. Bees here, like a bee. We have got bees around the back of our farm at base though, so we don't need any more bees. I think this is where we waded across back in episode 1. I think we spawned over there somewhere and I ended up wading across here. Yeah, this looks very, very familiar. I remember people saying at the time, Kev, why didn't you just swim? And at the time, we didn't have all this respiration and aqua affinity and depth strider that we've got now. We don't even really need a boat anymore. We can move so quickly across this water. What have we got over there? We've got some pigs. Yeah, this is very close to world spawn. I can't remember exactly where it is, but I'm sure one day we'll end up back there. And then, I mean, it must be, I think it's the other side here. I want to see some evidence that we were here. Like a leftover crafting table or something, a half-destroyed tree that suggests noob Kev right at the start of the game didn't know what he was doing. I think world spawn's on this field somewhere. And I think we picked one direction. Yeah, this is... So we built a thing, didn't we? We built a little cave hideaway in one of these somewhere. What is that up there? That looks like there's a gold block up there. What is that? A ruined portal in a cave in the side of a building? Inside of a building, inside of a mountain. If it is, I have never seen that before. And that is really cool. Wow. Okay. We have a ruined portal with a lava fall coming out the side of a mountain going into it, which will just block that off now. It's like it's a ruined portal on the floor. Loads of netherrack around the place and iron fences, and it's night time, so I guess this is as good a place as any to plonk the chest down, grab my bed, and have a little bit of a snooze. We'll stay warm tonight, boys and girls. I just need to make sure my bed doesn't end up in that lava when I... Ah! That hurt. Right. Pop these bits back in there for now, and let's just pop that in there. We just want to take this gold block. So just have that. Try not to burn myself. Anything else of interest? We want these iron bars. Did I just stand in the lava? That's really dumb. I don't think there's anything else here that we need. Let's make sure we use silky so we don't destroy this. And that was really cool. I don't know how we didn't see it early on, because we were definitely around this area towards the start. Probably should take my cobblestone back with me. Not going to be able to get it all now, but we can get most of it. Might need it next time we need to build up somewhere. And which way is the right way? This way. So we kind of need to go. We're going to go around this. We're going to move into the map a little bit and go around. I think we're going to stumble across our first night little cave hole in the wall thing in a minute. I think it's going to be around this way somewhere. And we're finally going to start getting things marked on the map. If we find that, then we know we are right next to world spawn. Which, I mean, there's not really a reason why we need to know where that is, other than the fact it's an interesting little thing for the world historians. Look how much we've grown since we were here last. Is it around here somewhere? It was definitely... This is all very familiar. But we've gone quite a way. We actually moved quite a long way from spawn to where we've ended up, if it's all the way over here. I wonder... I need to rewatch episode 1. What made me head in that direction? Rather than into these mountains. I wonder what the thought process was. Right, we're just going to go around these. I know it's going to leave a little hole in the map, but I can come back and fill that in any time. For now, I'm really keen to find the little hidey hole from the first night, just to see if there's anything left in there. I want to know if there's any souvenirs, like I could have left a chest with my first pickaxe in or something like that. Anything like that would be really cool to find now and go and put in the trophy room. Stuff that it was far too stressful to think about keeping early on because we were constantly worried about dying. This looks familiar down here. I think. Is this where we stayed our first night? No. I mean, that looks really cool. Going up there. I don't know. Maybe we're not going to find it. I feel like it was back there and we've kind of moved away. One day we'll find it. It's not this because this isn't lit up. I think we would have lit it up. I think just seeing a torch would be a sign that we're in roughly the right place. And I think I mean, it must have been around there somewhere, but we've not found it. I don't think we're going to find it. So we're just going to get to the top of the map and then move over to the right and see what we can find over that way. And just really get an idea of what would have been there if we'd have gone that way at the start. What is that over there? Have I got my telescope? I haven't. It should be in here. So we can have a little look. What is that? That is another ruined portal. Let's go over there. See if we can find some goodies over that way. Why am I moving so slowly? I should have brought Sir Anthony, the horse. He could have handled this entire trip so far. I'm always a little bit reluctant to bring him because I've had so many nightmares in the past trying to cross water. You go on an exploration mission, immediately find an ocean, and then you have horse issues. He wants a horse issue. Right, we have this ruined portal here. Now, have we been here before? I don't think we have. Oh, we haven't. I mean, imagine if we'd have found this on the first day. We've got some good stuff here. Just grab all of this. Souvenirs, spoils of war. There's no war going on. Spoils of exploration. Where's the gold block? We should have a gold block here somewhere as well. Gold. There it is. We'll have ourselves another piece of gold. Thank you very much. And we just need to go a little bit further to reach the top of this map. And then we can kind of doing a very diagonal trip across this map. It's going to infuriate me when I'm looking at that map wall when we get back. Whoa, we've got some lag going on over here. There's a lot of animals. I think that might be contributing towards getting some lag. He asks rather than says, because he's not entirely sure if there were enough there to cause lag. But he's pretty confident his computer can cope with just wandering around a field in Minecraft. Right. This is definitely uncharted territory now. This is the direction we chose not to travel in. And this is a big hole, and this is where we want to find something cool. We want to find something over here that makes us wonder, wowzers, how different would the series have been if we'd have gone this way? There's a big lava pit. And a fire, an actual fire. Let's get some meat in me. I mean, I wouldn't have been a fan of getting caught up in a forest fire, so... Foxes over there. How do you tame foxes? Let me know down in the comments. Although it looks like they've eaten chickens. There was feathers on the floor near them, so we don't necessarily want to bring them back near to where our chickens are. I see why I didn't come this way. I was saying before, why did I go the way I went? Well, if I even ventured a little way this way and saw how thick this forest was, I now understand why I didn't want to come through it when I had no gear, no armor, no weapons, no food. Trying to traverse your way through a thick forest like this in those kind of conditions, not my idea of a good time. But we are seriously lagging, and I just have no idea why we would be, unless it's just that we're loading in so many new chunks as we're exploring. Still not a million miles away from base here. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly tempting on the horizon that way. There's a lot of massive mountain ranges near where we are. We have that at base as well. It's quite hard. I've probably explored less in this world than I have in any other Minecraft world I've played in before. Certainly by this stage where I'm kind of this geared up and realistically not far away at this point from being able to go and take on the dragon. I think it's something we're probably going to be doing in the next 4 or 5 episodes, I want to say. I don't think there's much more we need to do. We still need to get back into the nether. I'd like some nether wart. I'd like to make some potions of slow falling before we venture into the dragon fight, because I think that's pretty crucial when you're fighting the dragon, that you get a potion of slow falling. But really, that's the only thing stopping me from going and doing the dragon. I think within the next episode or 2, we are going to be back in the nether, exploring We have got featherfall, haven't we? Yes. Just checking. We're going to be back in the Nether exploring, trying to find the another Nether fortress, because the one we found doesn't have any Nether wart in, which just infuriating. We had a really lucky Nether spawn with a fortress right there. They didn't have everything we needed in it. The cheek of it. Right, this is just, I mean, the foliage and the terrain is so unwelcoming around here. There could be a woodland mansion the other side of this and I wouldn't be seeing it because everything is so densely packed together. I'm kind of taking it on good faith that I'm not walking past anything really, really juicy like that. What we're really looking for is different biomes. It'd be really cool to stumble across a dungeon. Not a dungeon. A jungle. They're basically the same word. It'd be really cool to stumble across a jungle because jungles are cool. They have lots of cool stuff that we don't already have. Cool animals, pandas, birds, parrots. We can get the cocoa beans. We can get some bamboo, which is really useful because then we can get scaffolding, which allows me to start attempting some bigger builds. We're at the point now where I'd quite like to do some bigger builds. I've got my eye on an iron farm. I don't really want to do an iron farm until I've got bamboo because it's a tricky high build that I don't want to die doing. And obviously if we're thinking in terms of getting the dragon, that means we're not a million steps away from elytra. So we're going to want a creeper farm sooner rather than later so we can make fireworks. So there's a few bigger builds in our near future that we're really going to want bamboo for. So we're really going to want a jungle. But it's not feeling very jungly in this direction. It's just constant, forever, more of the same. But we will keep plodding through it. Always hoping that we might find what we're looking for. The other side of the next mountain. So romantic. We've got floating islands over there. See, how cool would it be to make a base on one of those? That might be a cool idea for a second base, a home away from home a little bit later in the series. Either find or build one of those and build a little base up there with, I don't know how we'd get up to it. I guess by then we'd have elytra. We'd just fly up to it. If you make the blocks up there unspawnable, you basically have a completely impenetrable mob-free safe space that I have to fly to get up to, which will probably be the most dangerous thing of the whole activity. Right, I need my bed out. I don't really know why I keep putting the bed back in the ender chest. It seems a little excessive. I just like the novelty of having an ender chest. We haven't had one for very long in this series, and I'm enjoying being able to use one. Right, what we will do though is pop a few of these bits that we're definitely not going to need in there. Some of this loot, but we'll keep the bed out because we're going to need the bed every night of our adventure. So put this away as well. Have a little bit of cooked mutton for breakfast. The food of kings, I hear it's referred to. And we continue trying to fill in top of this map whilst really battling against lag. Let me know down in the comments what is going on. I've not experienced any lag in this world up until this point. Is it just because we're exploring and we're loading in all these new chunks? Is that what's causing it? Because I don't remember having these problems last time we explored, but I guess we weren't in completely new areas last time. Whereas this time, this is all completely brand new. I guess it's all getting spawned in as we approach it. So maybe what is my draw distance? Maybe I've left that too high from a previous exploration. Let's take this down to go to 21. So it's dropping it down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that will eliminate some of the lag that we've been experiencing. If you say any of you questioning whether it's my computer, there's my computer specs. I think my computer should probably be okay. I don't think it's going to be a computer problem. So I think it's just Minecraft's a very resource hungry game at times. Right, we want to get across to the corner of this map, and then we're going to go down and fill in that next corner again. And I think once we've done those 3 sides, it's safe to assume if we were going to find anything really cool, we'd have had a hint of it. Like an ocean, a frozen ocean would be really cool because it would be nice to have access to ice. We bought a little bit of ice off of the Wandering Trader, but it's the only 2 pieces of ice we have. So I've not used them because I don't want to use my only 2 pieces of ice. So if we could find a source of ice, now we've got a Silk Touch pickaxe, that would be another cool thing to stumble across. But it's just looking like it's going to be even more mountains. What was that up there? Was that a bee or something? No, it was the goat. That must have been that goat jumping. Oh, it might have been a bee, or it might have been a goat leaping around. Right, we've got... Not going to go back that way just yet. We're going to go this way around this mountain. Kind of go all the way around it, and then that should bring us to the point where we want to start heading down this map, I think. Unless, of course, we see something really, really exciting the other side of this. And I'm afraid that llama is not exciting enough to convince me that we should carry on going in that same direction. So we're just going to walk around the mountain, have a little look as we go to see if there's anything. I mean, this is a swamp. That's not a jungle, the other side of it, is it? Don't think. No. We've got a whole little family of sheep down there. Look at them. Little sheepy family. Eating their grass and growing their wool. Lovely stuff. Right, we're moving down. I'm not going to kill the sheep. I mean, I am getting very close to them. I don't have a weapon now. I am holding a piece of cooked mutton, so I'm being very passive-aggressive towards them. I am going to let those live. Meet your auntie. Alone, Kev. They don't need to know that. Right. Head up here. The lag seems to be better now. We're taking that draw distance down. I guess we were just pushing things a little bit too hard when loading in new chunks as we were. This is a different type of grass to what we were on before. What biome is this? This is a swamp biome. I mean, there's no water on it. I thought swamp biomes were wet. I guess this is the dry part of the swamp. Nah, nothing much. We are going to come back across this way now and start heading down the side of this map. We don't need to be too careful about filling every corner. Again, once we've got the elytra, we'll fill the maps in properly. Now it's more about, rather than necessarily filling in the entire map wall and making it look really cool, it's more about finding useful stuff. So anywhere we can cut corners and save a little bit of time, we certainly will. There you go. We've got a biome change again here. The grass has changed colour. We've now got oak trees, but they're still very thick foresty trees, and it looks like there's still a big mountain behind it. So it's a slight departure, but it's still pretty much a variation of the same thing we've seen ever since we left base, which is a lot of trees, a lot of mountain. We've not come across any sea. We've not come across any ice. We've not come across any desert, any jungle. This kind of pretty generic wooded mountainous area goes on for a long, long way. This efficiency 5 spade is insane. Right. Scanning the horizon again. How you doing, goat? Please don't hurt me. Don't shove me off the side of the cliff. That would be really unfortunate. We've not come across any more villages yet. Bearing in mind, on the other map, there's, I think, 4 or 5 villages on the next map along. We're covering some ground on this now. We've only found that one village that was right behind my house. I had kind of expected to find a little bit more after this much exploration. That is probably not something I'm going to just leap over. Can we go this way and get across it a little easier? Yes, we can. Excellent. We're not going down there today. Today is not about mining or caving. It's very much an exploring episode. A few people have asked in my Twitch streams if I could do a mining episode. I'm a little bit reluctant to do one because, I don't know, I was a bit reluctant to do an exploration episode. I'm not sure. Do you want to see this kind of Minecraft content, or are you more here for doing the big builds and having the episodes where I'm making big progress on a specific goal over the course of an episode? Or is it okay every now and again to have an episode that's a bit chatty like this one, a little bit aimless? I don't really know if we're going to have any kind of resolution to this, or if it's just going to be a half hour of me wandering about, talking and never really finding anything. And it's kind of the same situation you have with a mining episode. You know, you might find diamonds, you might not. You might find emeralds, you might not. You might find a cave or a spawner, you might not. I mean, is that what you want to see? Let me know down in the comments. This is more swamp, I think. We have got a lot of swamp. A lot of swamp. We're going to get to the other side of this swamp, and I think call it a day on the adventure and start heading home, because I've just looked at how long I've been recording for, and I think we've probably already hit that half an hour of me just wandering around, chatting and not really finding anything. I can see sand over the other side of this. I don't know if it's a beach or the early parts of a desert. I would suggest it's probably just a little bit of a beach at the bottom of that cliff, because it looks like there's not much the other side of it. But I do just want to climb this hill. This is going to be the last chance for us to find something really cool in this video. And if we do find something really cool the other side of this, oh, it's going to create some work for me, because I'm going to have to edit down this bit where I have talked constantly without even pausing for breath. I'm going to have to edit this down into a small enough chunk for it to be the preamble, the main event, which is the woodland mansion that's the other side of this cliff. It's not going to be a woodland mansion, I don't think. But, oh, would it be cool if, I think what we'd probably do if we do find something really, really super cool now, we save it for the next episode. I kind of built myself up hoping there was going to be something cool the other side of that. There's not really, is there? There's more sheep, more of this same kind of terrain, and then plains with mushrooms in, which I wouldn't be at all surprised if this biome now goes all the way across this way and back to base, because this is very, very similar to that biome that village was in behind my house, with the large water areas, the dark oak trees, the mushrooms. And I think it's just going to be this all the way back to base. So I'm just going to loop back around that way on my own time and leave you guys there. We will be back, obviously, in the next episode. I will be back at base by then. If I find anything really exciting on the way home, I will obviously show you it in the next episode. But otherwise, I think it's safe to assume we're going to be back to focusing in on that goal of being able to take on the dragon soon. Those of you who follow my other content as well know that my day job, I pay the bills making Football Manager videos, and we've just had an announcement for the new Football Manager game. We know when it's out, and sad as it may be, I think we all probably know that when that's out, the Minecraft stuff's going to have to go on the back burner for a little while. We're not going to give it up completely. It will be here, but we won't be doing as much content. So it's kind of put a deadline on when I want to do the dragon. I want to have finished the game by the time we slow down the content on it. But then when we do come back, we can come back with a bang on new projects, some new ideas. Just while we've got these last remnants of light, just trying to see if there's anything cool on this horizon. I don't think so. No. What a weird map this is. Right. Bed. Sleep. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon.